Welcome to Hive Mind. I am the speaker.
And I'm Edge.
I hope you're all having a beautiful day. We just wanted to talk about this quickly because it's like, this is crazy. And we wanted to kind of point out the examples of how this toxic wokeness is a religion and how people celebrate it. It's maddening, man. So
It is maddening.
it's doing my head in. This is like some cringy shit, but it's also like scary shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
The point of this is not to point out one person in particular, just want to talk in general, but this person, obviously, we're going to be using sort of as an example of the madness.
And so please don't go and attack this person. I mean, she's already copying it a little bit, but she's also getting praised a little bit. So it's weird, these two sort of worlds that we're going at. But we are going to use her as an example. But it is about people celebrating this, like getting this vaccine. Like it's weird, man. It's weird. I don't know how else to put it.
And the links people will go to, because I think we should throw in one other example here and start actually with this other example that you had pulled up. Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll with that.
So, all right, let's do it.
You've stolen a vaccine from somebody that needs it more than you. And now you're not going to get your second one. So that's a whole waste of time we just wasted around this. And we're not even sure if they're going to press charges against you and take you to jail right now. So we're at that point right here. But just for your selfishness of stealing a vaccine.
All right, you don't have to play the whole thing, but these two ladies here, they're like mid 30s, mid 40s. They went to the lengths of dressing up as elderly women and forging their identity, their ID cards to show the dates of them being older than 65, which in Florida, vaccines are available for people above the age of 65. They wanted to get their vaccines. They actually ended up getting their first vaccine using this little scam that they had created and getting caught the second time around and almost getting arrested for it. So this is the length that people are willing to go to get this vaccine, and it's just insanity.
But like, for starters, if you want to go get the vaccine, go get the vaccine. Who am I to tell you what to do? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care what you want to do with yourself. That's fine. But what we know with this virus is uh, the elderly are more susceptible. Uh, those with pre-existing conditions are more acceptable. So they're the ones that really, throughout this whole thing, needed to be looked after and to looked at more than anyone else, right? And you've got all these young people that are claiming to be moralistic and holier than now, but yet they're trying to do these sort of things to get in the way, and it's completely contradictory of what they try to present themselves as.
Willing to dress up as elderly women and forge their IDs so they could take an experimental biological agent in order to somewhat protect themselves, they believe, from a virus that has a 99.98% recovery rate.
Hmm.
So, yeah, people are willing to go to some pretty extreme lengths. It doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't make
But
sense.
speaking of dressing up,
We have to jump to this, and I have to read this. Wearing my sequined full-length gown for my vaccine appointment because it's my event of the year. How is this not a cult?
so this woman here, okay, I looked her up. She's an actress, right? Okay.
She's a blue check mark, so she's a priestess. Because
She's
we are linking this back to our Church of Woke podcast, and we're trying to point out examples. But if you haven't seen that one yet, go back and watch that one, because we really break down the religion behind it and how it's replaced old religions, a traditional religion.
Right. Okay. So this woman is an actress. I'm not familiar with any of her work, but apparently she's an actress. So that is her perspective, right? So her event of the year, right? And throughout the thread, as we get into it, you'll
Mm.
see her comparisons to the that Hollywood lifestyle.
Yeah,
So she's
let's.
dressing up in her red carpet gown here to go get her vaccine because in her mind, this is like her Emmys,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, so let's point out first how to identify a priestess of the Church of Work. One, pronouns. They've always got
Mm.
pronouns in their bio. And two, hashtags for some sort of social justice cause. Black Lives Matter, LGBT, something like that. Right? That's the identification first. Right? Let's go down this side. The people to my right and my left just got caught up. This is probably how Damage Levy felt at the Emmys. It's just like an award for her that she's getting.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of ironic, the comparison to the Emmys there, because obviously my first connection of COVID and the Emmys is the Emmy Award the Academy gave to Cuomo, who was while he was receiving the award, little did they know that he was covering up this whole nursing home scandal where the deaths of nursing home victims were covered up to make his administration look better.
Hmm.
So
So
let's move
let's just like, oh my God, my name. That's my name. Yes, present here. Yes, yes, I will happily follow you. It's just like, what's this delusion going on here that she's tweeting this thing like it's
Yeah, it's very
like
strange.
she's going up for communion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never in my life seen this much excitement. Like she's actually getting an award or something.
They honestly could have taken me anywhere. I am now in another smaller waiting area that I'm thinking of as backstage. It crammed a little bit, but I'm saying it's staying hopeful. Wow,
They
man.
could have taken her anywhere. This is how brainwashed these people are. And this is I'm not trying to poke fun in particular at this woman. It's just it's sad to me that people are this brainwashed that they would say they could literally take me anywhere and I'll go along with it.
Hmm.
Um, that right there tells you that this woman just really hasn't put much thought into it herself. She's just willing to go along anywhere. She says it right there.
Hmm. Second dose is booked. I'm so close. I can taste that sweet, sweet vaccine.
Wait, go up real quick. I want to
Okay.
read
Oh,
one here. So a little bit more
where
to the yeah, right there. What if they gave me a choice? Would they do that? Is one better than the other? Well, they're both mRNA vaccines. They're both they both skipped animal trials to my knowledge. There's no published information publicly available on animal trials and any mRNA vaccines that they tried in the past. All the animals died, not immediately. They took the vaccines well, but when they were exposed to the virus itself in the wild, they all died because of the immune responses that they had. So, yeah, I would think that one's not better than the other. It's really pick your poison. So,
well,
okay, moving on.
that's it. Yeah, second dose booked. I'm so close. I can taste that sweet, sweet vaccine. My God, like the the celebratory delusion here. It's just it's so cult like to me. Like honestly, the dressing up,
So,
the occasion. I don't.
okay. So, how is this her event of the year? What is she so excited about? Because here's the reality of it. You are taking an experimental biological agent, which to my knowledge hasn't reached 100 million people yet. It may be getting close. Last time I checked, and this was a little while ago, was at 50 million people that they had dosed up. But it's still actually in human trials. These people don't even realize that they are literally guinea pigs. And it skipped the animal trial phase. Not only that, but why are you so excited? Because your life literally does not change according to, and these people actually care about what Fauci says. Move over to that tab real quick. We'll come back to this, but Fauci says your life doesn't change. You take the vaccine, nothing changes.
Let's listen to.
There are certain aspects of being vaccinated and what that means to you personally and your own personal safety and that of your family versus what vaccines will allow you to do in society. One relates to you yourself being vaccinated, and the other relates to the number of people and the relative percentage of people in society that will be vaccinated, because there will be things that you will not be able to do because the burden of virus in society will be very high, which it is right now. Even though we're going way down on the decline that Dr. Walensky showed you, we are still at an unacceptably high baseline level, with the 7-day average being quite high. So there are things, even if you're vaccinated, that you're not going to be able to do in society. For example, indoor dining, theaters, places where people congregate. That's because of the safety of society. You yourself, what you can do when you are together with another person, we are looking at that. And we're going to try and find out very quickly what recommendations could be made about what people can do. One of the things that's universal here that we know that at this point in time, it is unclear whether when you get vaccinated and you might be protected from clinical disease, which is the primary endpoint of the vaccine studies, that you could conceivably be infected, have virus in your nasopharynx, and
Jesus. So pretty much nothing changes for you.
Right. He goes on to say, so you need to continue to wear a mask. Okay, so you get the vaccine, you can still be infected, you still can't go out in public, and you still have to wear a mask. Okay, what are we getting here? What's the trade off, right? You're taking an experimental biological agent for a virus that has a 99.98% recovery rate, anyways, and you don't get anything in return. You still have to wear a mask. You still have to stay socially distanced. You can't go out in public. Fauci's going to let you know what you can do in close quarters with, the people around you. So, what is the excitement here? I don't understand. Your life does not change if you follow these rules. It never will. The people think that if they get the vaccine, everything is going to go back to normal. And that is the big lie. It never ends. It will
hmm
never end if
So
you
the,
keep following their rules.
see all the priestesses commenting, blue check, blue check, blue check.
I am in love with you. Breathtaking.
Amazing, man. There was
Oh.
one person down here that I saw that was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get four."
I saw a few comments. They're like, "Congratulations, you're a guinea pig." I feel bad for this poor girl. I mean, like, I'm not trying to rag on her. It's just more of like this is the mindset of so many people, which is just absolutely without any logic, any critical thinking, any reason. What is the reasoning behind this?
There's there's something that I think every human needs to understand. The best way to protect yourself from any illness, whether it's a virus, whether it's, sometimes it's unfortunate and bad things happen. It's not always certain, but taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually are the best things to look after yourself. Eat right, work out, go to the gym, get your shit together, right? You build up immunities. The
Yeah,
human
and there's
body is
actually
really good at building up immunities.
there's really certain vitamins that you can take as well to build up your immunities too. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna like give people advice, but you can check it out. I think vitamin D is one of them, and a couple of others that you can take as supplements that will really help boost your immune system, and you can use it as a way to thwart not just coronavirus, but probably multiple, viruses and and illnesses and so forth. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
the best way is to just take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Be careful what you eat. Watch, these are things that uh, seem pretty common knowledge to a lot of people. I mean, and that's why when they were saying, oh, you can't go outside, or you can't go to the park, or you can't walk in nature, you know, people that are healthy are like, what are you talking about? All those things are beneficial to do, especially during these times, is to be out in the fresh air, is to be out in the weed, in nature, is to go for runs and walks and work out. It's and like, it's just like it's crazy.
it is crazy.
Mental.
Oh, we're gonna have to do more of these though.
Yeah, if you like this series of us pointing out this madness and relating it back to how they see it as a religion, because it this whole process that this woman went through here, it's sort of like getting baptized. This is sort of like going to church. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's how they're describing it.
Very
Uh,
strange.
It's very strange, man. I don't know. We just had to talk about that though, because that's madness, man. I can't. I just can't. I can't deal with these people. I don't understand it. I don't understand where we're going with this. And believe me, like, this is not going to be the first. It's not going to be the last.
No, well, there will be endless examples.
There's definitely a series here that we could do, but
I think so. All right. Well, this was just a quick vid to say hi to all you guys and point out some of the madness and say we love you guys. Thanks for joining us here on Hive Mind. Check out the link in the description for our website. If you head over to the social tab, you'll find all of our alt tech platforms that we are on. We are currently on BitChute as well as Foxhole and Pill.net. We're looking to add some more platforms as well in the near future. So check those out. We'd love to have you over on our alt tech platforms because we want to grow and build there and move away from big tech. So thanks again for joining us here on Hive Mind. And to all of our PayPal and Patreon supporters, we love you all and we appreciate you. We'll see you back next time, right here on Hive Mind.